Number 5. Eternal Contract. Since childhood, Ian Gloucester RMC had believed he was cursed, a destructive monster destined to serve the man who rescued him from the depths of hell, Cardinal Brixton. Faithfully bound to the strict and devout Cardinal, Ian lived each day shackled by the weight of his so-called curse. But everything changed the day he met Soleite Winkler, a mysterious man who bore the same burden. Instead of calling it a curse, Soleite called it something else: magic. This revelation shattered Ian's reality, leaving him to question everything he thought he knew about his life, his power, and his purpose. Reluctantly, Ian and Soleite form an unlikely alliance, bound by their shared goal of exposing the corruption festering within the kingdom. Soleite is his kindred spirit, and as their bond deepens, so does Ian's growing affection for him. For the first time in his life, Ian isn't alone. Caught between his past devotion and the new love awakening within him, Ian faces a critical choice. Will he finally embrace the truth of who he really is, and in doing so, will he allow himself to fall for the man who set him free? My rating. I found this manhwa to be absolutely beautiful, both in its storytelling and its stunning artwork. The bittersweetness of the plot really pulled me in, although it deals with heavy topics. I couldn't help but fall in love with the characters. Every moment felt captivating and heartfelt, but it got pretty boring to me in season 2. I would rate it a 7/10. Number 4. Flower Under the Lantern. After his clan is wrongfully accused of treason and brutally wiped out, Soho Beeg, the lone survivor, is forced into the imperial palace to serve as the emperor's curse bearer. Isolated and tormented, his life is filled with endless pain until the emperor's sole remaining son, Prince Jugil, suddenly enters his world. With unexpected warmth and kindness, Jugil stirs emotions Soho thought were long dead. But as feelings of love bloom in the shadowy halls of the palace, Soho can't help but wonder, is this tenderness genuine, or does Prince Jugil have hidden motives that could unravel everything? Number 3. A Painter Behind the Curtain. Ian, a painter blessed with extraordinary talent, loses his passion for art after being exploited by the ruthless and greedy Bardi family. Forced to create masterpieces under their name, his genius remains hidden in the shadows. That is, until one day, a wealthy merchant named Raymond commissions a portrait and becomes captivated by Ian. As sparks of interest flicker between them, Raymond offers Ian a glimpse of the world beyond his sorrow. But can Raymond rekindle the fire within Ian and help him reclaim his love for painting? Or will Ian's true brilliance remain forever obscured? This is an absolute masterpiece. The plot is well crafted, striking a perfect balance between angst and smacks, seamlessly woven into the story where it fits best. It's a 10/10 experience, and I highly recommend sticking with it until the very end. Overall, the story is brilliantly executed, with a flawless plot and well-developed characters that take you on an emotional roller coaster from start to finish. Number 2. To Take an Enemy's Heart. After the brutal massacre of his clan by the merciless Master Aijin, young Kassan is taken as a trophy slave to fulfill his captor's darkest desires. But as time passes, Kassan falls for the very men responsible for his family's slaughter, unaware of Aijin's horrific secret. Love becomes even more complicated when Kassan discovers his brother survived the massacre and is silently plotting a bloody revenge against Aijin. This was an incredible enemies-to-lovers story, and I really enjoyed watching the characters grow together as they worked to break the cycle of violence. It brought me to tears a few times and made me laugh often. In the end, I'm so grateful I had the chance to read it, and I highly recommend it. I've reread this a couple of times. Number 1. The Place Where the Wind Blows. To break an ancient curse that plagues the royal bloodline, young Prince Tassara is destined to be sacrificed in death. Nara is enlisted as a palace servant to carry out the prince's execution when the time comes. But he develops a soft spot for the cursed prince, and after committing an atrocious and unforgivable act against Tassara, Nara is desperate to right his wrongs. Soon, their lascivious relationship that had been kept under wraps tests his resolve. Will Nara be tempted away from his original mission? There's no telling how far he would go to earn Tassara's forgiveness. This manhwa comes from the same brilliant author behind To Take an Enemy's Heart, my absolute favorite. The art style, the storyline, the characters, everything is just chef's kiss. I'm completely in love with Tassara. He's not only hot but also exudes a majestic presence. And don't even get me started on his dressing style. It's impeccable. If you love historical manhwa with an incredible storyline, I can't recommend this one enough. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more recommendations.